To the benefit of our viewers, please differentiate how this doctrine was formulated and what does it do in context of present circumstances.
Good evening, Karthik. You actually just said this. It's important to understand why we shifted to cold start and why from cold start we actually are moving to cold strike. Now, at the core of this, the Indian approach is it's built about on certain these idea streams. The first is that we must make Pakistan pay for its terror strikes. We must do it fast before political pressure for restraint kicks in. We have to keep this operation below nuclear thresholds, especially since Pakistan enunciates certain red lines. It keeps signaling these red lines. We must have an ability to do deep thrust threats to major communication axes, armor breakthroughs. But here, Karthik, the focus is on time, not territory. We have to break the strategic paralysis cycle. And as you're aware, Karthik, we had got trapped into the cycle of an attack on us, then an outrage, then we would mobilize, then there'd be international pressure on us, and there'd be no action. So this cold strike thinking is actually aimed to break this cycle by shifting from month-long mobilization to units already deployed, already ahead, ready to go plans. As you're aware that before I became the Director General of the Assam Rifles, I was the GOC of one corps, which is the Strike Corps. And during the time when I was the GOC on Strike Corps, we practiced what we called the cold start. That means an ability to move and mobilize faster. But here you're not mobilizing. You're using integrated battle groups already ready with the pivot corps to go in and hit Pakistan at the earliest. That's the entire issue of why we have desegregated our first strikes from the large strike corps that will eventually go inside Pakistan to these agile IBGs. Once again, integrated battle groups. So the idea is move faster, hit faster, do it before Pakistan can threaten, and do it before any other situation happens.
Okay.
We have to go in for localized, shallow thrusts, not large thrusts, quick ingress and outgress,
So
minimum signature,
I know.
high
So
high
I
mobility.
met you. I met you in Delhi
Yes,
during that time in which Operation Parakram was written in
yes.
great detail. So I would like to know from you, sir, which are the lessons India learned from Operation Parakram that have shaped Rudra?
That's a very good question, Karthik. You know, the same thing happened in Parakram. There was outrage. Then the entire Indian Army or the Indian Armed Forces mobilized. For years, we were on the line of control, waiting for the government to say, "Okay, go ahead and carry out the battle," as we should have, because they'd hit up the parliament. But the fact is that we didn't, because there was a lot of international pressure on us. And then eventually, this huge mobilization for 2 years came to nothing because we came back to our to our cantonments. The IBGs will not wait for all this. They will strike. The idea is, once again, it's not territory, it's time. We hit them in time. The thrusts are minimal. The the ingress route might happen in the first 3 hours, less than 3 hours, just hit and come back. The signature will be minimal. There'll be high mobility, high tempo. So these are the issues that we are looking at before Pakistan can even politically mobilize. The IBGs or the Rudra brigades would have hit them and come back. And that's the whole idea, that we retain the control of the battle, we retain control of the narrative. We are able to get in before anyone can say anything. Because once we are sure that Pakistan has done this, without waiting for any threats, go and hit them and come back. That's the whole idea.
So a long time back, I had a conversation with you, and you told me, Kartikeya, that traditionally the concept of wars have been around holding territories or
Yes.
annexing territories. So is the concept of holding, annexing territories dead in modern warfare, sir?
It's not dead because Russia is holding on to territory it has gained from Ukraine. It is holding on to the entire area east of the Dnieper River. So territory is not dead. It's always going to be uh, one of the reasons you're going into war. Capture of territory. But the issue is in between Pakistan and us. There is no declared war. Pakistan carries out a terrorist attack. We have no means to retaliate because we do not use terrorism as a state policy. So, using our Bhairav units, using our Rudra brigades, we are able to do this in a clear manner of using our armed forces to carry out these threats. The idea is, as I said, it's hitting them in time and space. But yes, certain things are changing, Karthik. Not just territory, there's also the destruction of the armed forces of the enemy. Destruction is an important aspect. You can't keep holding on to territory where populations are concerned anymore, but you can destroy their armed forces. And as you know, Christine Fair said that Pakistan will continue attacking, continue carrying out terrorist attacks on India till such time her armed forces are destroyed. So I think the ultimate aim for the Indian government or the Indian for India would be destroy Pakistan's armed forces, not destroy Pakistan.